recognize what we're doing. Scene 2. Capulet's garden. Enter Romeo. Boom. That's okay. Not. You don't have to get that big that quick, Romeo. All right. Enter Romeo. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Ho ho ho. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, that's a mistake. That's an ad-lib right there. Don't count that one. Enter Romeo. He jests at scars that never felt a wound. Juliet appears above at a window. And... there's Juliet. But soft! What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says.
Me.
Wait, yet she says nothing. I'm sorry. I have a fuller content. Do we have a different text? Because I me is there. Okay, maybe it's just misplaced. I me. Yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eyes discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes. Yeah, to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, and they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright, that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans, her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks! Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night being over my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven unto the white, upturned, wandering eyes of mortals, that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy puffing clouds, and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name. Or, if thou will not, but be sworn my love, then I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
Oh, 'tis my name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That's what we call a rose. By any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection, which he owes without that title. Oh, Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
Oh, what man art thou that must be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
Oh, my ears have not drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance. Yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do that dares love attempt. Therefore, thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued. I never know prorogued the wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
By love, that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I should adventure for such merchandise. Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops. Okay, I guess we're not thinking up.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. I messed up the parts.
Oh, sorry.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on thy face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek. For that which thou hast speak to me tonight, fain would I dwell on form, fain deny. Oh, what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. If yet thou swearest, thou mayst prove false at lovers' perjuries, then say, Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse, and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my have your light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but thou hast overheard, ere I wear, my true love's passion, therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly change in her circled orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. If thou will, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love...
Well, do not swear, although I joy in thee. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be, ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night, this bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction can thou have us tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would, were I to give it again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give thee again. And yet I wish, but for the thing I have, my bounty is boundless as the sea, my love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. Oh, I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Exits. Oh, blessed. Wait, I gotta wait. She leaves, so I have to. There we go. Oh, blessed night. I am afeard. Being in night, all this but a dream, too flattering, sweet to be substantial. Re-enter Julie.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
Come, anon, But if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come, to cease this thy suit. Leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive my soul! And
1,000 times good night.
she exits. 1,000 times the worst. The worse to want thy light. Love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist. Oh, for a falconer's voice, to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse, may not speak aloud, else I would tear the cave where echo lies, to make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with repetition I Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet in lovers' tongues by night, like softest music attending ears.
Romeo!
My niece!
What o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
By the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget. If thee stand still, remembering how I love thee company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, who lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyres, and with a silk thread plucks it again. Oh, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Oh, sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Exit Juliet. Sleep, dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace so sweet to rest. The grayed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light, and darkness fleckled like a drunkard reels from forth day's pathway made by Titan's wheels. Hence will I to my ghostly sire's cell, his help to crave and my dear hap to tell. Whoop! Yeah!